This is Yan. So basically this will be my first video where I will be talking, since my previous videos were travel videos and some people are asking me to try start vlogging and do this kind of videos, so I'm doing it. For my first video, I'm not a fan of talking about myself kasi it's awkward for me, and what I will be doing is I'll be showing you how I edit my Instagram photos, because some of my friends or some people are asking me that they're so curious about how I achieve this speed. I will be showing you how, so let's get started. For editing, I use Snapseed Lightroom CC, and I also use Lightroom in my laptop. For Snapseed, I usually use it for adding grainy effect kasi hindi ba yung uso ngayon yung nilalagyan ng grains. Let's start sa Lightroom. Ito yung feed ko sa Instagram dati. And trust me guys, hindi ko na siya na-maintain kasi it's very, very hard. Ang pinaka-mahirap na part sa pag-post sa Instagram is finding a location kung saan ka mag-picture, and syempre kung sino mag-picture sa'yo. Diba, Shobed? Nag-iba yung lighting kasi I filmed this in a different time. So, let's start by editing the photo using the Lightroom CC. You can download Lightroom CC in your phone because it's just free and it's very easy to use, and you can use it as an alternative if you don't have Lightroom in your laptop. Yung Lightroom kasi sa laptop medyo complicated siya, and I myself hindi ko pa siya masyado kabisado. So for beginners, you can already use the Lightroom CC in your phone. Open the Lightroom. This is my album. I placed all my photos in one place so that it will be more organized. Let's start by first editing this photo. So this photo was taken last year at the Cirque Museum. This was taken by my sister. One thing I like about the Cirque Museum is that there are different spots where you can take your photos. It's very Instagram worthy and it's very aesthetically pleasing. The colors are like pastel. Yeah. In the light panel, we can adjust the tonal range of the photo. We should start off with the exposure. For this exposure, it controls the brightness of the photo. So for our photo, because we want to achieve colorful pastel, we should move the slider to the right to make the image brighter. So basically, the amount depends on your photo. You just have to experiment what works best for your photo. The next is the contrast. We should move the contrast to the left in order to flatten the contrast. For the highlights, in order to control the brightness of the lighter parts of the photo, we should move the slider to the left to darken the highlights para mas ma-emphasize pa yung mga details sa photo. For the shadows, also controlling the brightness of the lighter parts of the photo, we should move the slider to the left to deepen the shadows. So for the whites and the blacks, we have to balance this. For the whites, we have to move the slider to the left. And for the blacks, we should move the slider to the right. So as you can see, medyo pastel na siya, pero kulang pa siya sa color. Next, in the color panel, we have to adjust the temperature. Since we are achieving this colorful, pastel kind of photo, we should move the slider of the temperature to the right to make it warmer. The tint, we should move it to the right to make it pinkish. And for the vibrance, we should increase it para mas maging vibrant yung photo, maging dominant yung mga color, and mas ma-emphasize yung color. Vibrant, saturation, highlight, very important talaga yun sa pag-achieve ng photo. Next, for the detail, if you want to remove the grain or the noise in your photo, use the noise reduction, move the slider to the right, and as you can see, mas nagiging glossy yung mga picture. Pero not so much, huwag masyadong OA. Yan. Yung tama lang sa photo nyo. Well, yung mga amount na linalagay ko dito sa photo, it depends pa rin sa photo na tinitingin mo. Kasi minsan yung photos natin is too bright or too dark. So, not always consistent yung amount. You just have to experiment pa rin and play with this. Even though medyo pastel na yung color niya, I still want to add this color mix We can use this to adjust the shade, the intensity of the colors. So I want to change the intensity of color orange. This is how I'm gonna do it. So for the luminance, I'm gonna move it up. For the saturation, move it down. And for the hue, move it a little up. And yeah, that's pretty much how I edit my Instagram photos. Now that you already saw how I edit those photos, you may be thinking that you could have just done it without watching this video, because it's very simple, it's easy to do. And I know that there are a lot of Instagram users that have very aesthetically pleasing feed that are hashtag goals, and they are the bomb. Lala, I just want to share with you how I do those things. I think that you just have to discover and find out for yourself what works best for your photo. You have to experiment what photo editor works best for you, what suits for your taste. You just have to play with the colors. And one of the persons who really makes an effort in editing photos to match it with my previous photos in order to maintain a coherent and clean feed. From my experience, all I can say is that maintaining a very clean and square feed is very hard. I don't even know how other Instagram users do that. Ang dami nilang time, no? Yung feeling na I just wanna post a photo and do not mess up my aesthetic. Pero it's really hard, so you need motivation to do it. Kasi if you do and it looks very good, parang it just makes you happy kasi it's very satisfying na, wow, I did that. How do you really maintain a good Instagram feed? For me, I think that it's just proper color scheming, and you just have to blend the colors, like be consistent with the editing and with the quality of the photos in order to match it to the previous photos. Like if you're targeting for a colorful and pastel photo, you have to post or upload photos that is very bright lang. Pag may sun lang siya ganun, you can't post photos that were taken at night. It's one of the disadvantage. So that's basically how I do it. So that's it. Ayusin mo lang nga. Okay. That's it for this first video of mine. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Sexual, so we should be sexual.